Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of How to Build Trust with Your Body Again. I'm Claziana Wertz, your host, and I'm thrilled to embark on this journey with you, helping to cultivate a healthier relationship with your body and self-image. Joining me today is an incredible guest, Farron Knox. Farron, it's such an honor to have you here. Your journey is truly inspiring.
Thank you so much, Claziana. I'm delighted to be here and share a few stories and insights that I hope will resonate with our listeners. Trusting your body is a transformative experience, and I'm looking forward to diving into this topic.
Absolutely. I think many of us have struggled with our body image and journeyed through layers of self-doubt. My own story involves losing 30 kilos. But it wasn't just about weight loss. It was about finding peace with myself, something I know you also advocate for.
Yes, exactly. Even in bodybuilding, where physique is everything, I found that the most significant gains were mental. At one point, it was less about lifting weights and more about lifting my self-perception and expectations.
That's a powerful analogy. So, let's dive into the heart of it. How do you start rebuilding trust with your body, especially after feeling disconnected for so long?
I believe it starts with compassion. We have to forgive ourselves for past habits and start listening to what our body really needs, rather than imposing external judgments. It's a bit like rekindling a friendship you start by listening and acknowledging.
Such a simple yet profound step. Often, we're our own harshest critics, aren't we? I remember when I first started this journey, my inner dialogue was just downright cruel. How do you recommend changing that?
A practical tip I use is the compassionate voice technique. Whenever a negative thought pops up, I counter it with a question like, "What would I say to a friend?" Suddenly, you're treating yourself with much more kindness.
That's fantastic. And I find that having routines, not rigid ones, but flexible routines that work for you also help in maintaining that positive relationship. How do you integrate that in your routines?
It's crucial to find joy in movement. For instance, I don't adhere to a strict schedule. Instead, I have a framework that allows freedom. Some days, I might swap a weight session for a long walk if I feel like being outdoors. It keeps things fresh and connected to what my body needs at that moment.
That's such an important point. Movement should be enjoyable, not a chore. Speaking of chores, let's talk about those societal expectations. We get bombarded with unrealistic standards everywhere, and it can be daunting. How do you buffer yourself from that noise?
Social media definitely has a loud voice in setting those standards. I disconnect periodically and curate my feeds to include positive and diverse body images. Surrounding yourself with a community, whether online or in person, that echoes authenticity over aesthetics is empowering.
Absolutely. Communities can hold you accountable in such a constructive way. Before we wrap up, let's share a piece of advice for those starting out on the journey to build trust with their bodies.
I'd say start small. Your body took years to learn those habits. It needs time to unlearn and grow in new directions. Celebrate small victories, and you're already moving forward in a big way.
Wise words, Farron. Starting small truly is the key, and so is staying patient with yourself. I've loved our conversation today. It's been refreshing.
Same here, Claziana. I hope our talk today sparks something in our listeners to start embracing themselves a little more.
Thank you again for joining me, Farron, and thank you to our listeners for tuning in to How to Build Trust with Your Body Again. Until next time, let's make those small, positive choices because every step counts.